and just skip these 2 stitches and work into this chain gap. You work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. So this is to show you that I am no longer working a decrease anymore. I want this now to go all the way straight. Like I want it to go straight all the way up, because this is where I feel it can go just beneath my armpits, okay, and that's what I want. So that's why I'm not working any more decreases from here. And you can just do the same. So from here we chain 2 and work a single crochet into this chain gap. Just the very things we have been doing. Only difference is I just need to show you how to start and end your row. So now that you know, you are going to work this row on your own until you get to the end of it. I'm just going to get back and show you how to end it right here. Yes, right here. That's why I'm going to get back and show you how to end it. So just work your rows until you get to the end. Then when I get back, I show you what to do. So I've come to the end of my row and I am right here. So just to end your row, like I said, I want a straight line right now. I'm no longer working decreases. So into this very last chain stitch that started the previous row, I will work a double crochet. As you can see, I am not working any chains in between. So here we are going to chain 3 still and turn our work. Just skip right into the chain stitch in between the set of double crochets, and we work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Okay, so from here we are going to chain 4 and get into the middle of the next set of double crochets, and we just do exactly the same. So I'm going to let you also work this row until the end, because now I know you know that you have to work this the way that you have to until the end, and then work a double crochet into the very last stitch. Now you are going to continue those 2 steps as I have showed you the previous row and this row. That is exactly what you are going to do until you have a total of 6 rows. So we already have worked 2 from the row that we marked right here. We already have 2. So we are going to work 4 more. So just work this row and repeat these 2 rows. Instructions for these 2 rows until you have a total of 6 from the marked stitch right here. Okay, that's where I'm going to meet you and then show you what to do next. So guys, as you can see, yeah, this is where I marked, and we started to work a straight line from there, and this is how it looks like. You can see that I have the curve that I was looking for. So I have my 6 rows complete from the marked stitch as we agreed. Now from here I am going to start working a decrease towards my front of my bust, and a decrease right here. But before I can start to work a decrease on the front, I'm just going to work 2 rows of the decrease here before I can start decreasing on the front. This is just to get me almost like midway my bust or my breast, so that I can start now working that decrease for that V, because I want sort of like a V on the front. Okay, so from here what we are going to do is exactly what we were doing for the decreases. We have been working all throughout. So we just chain 3 and then work 2 double crochets. Sorry, let me remember. Oh yeah, so we are going to chain 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets in the very same chain gap. So literally there is no difference to this row, but then the next row is going to give us the difference that we are looking for. Okay, so we chain 4 and then we work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, all in the very same chain gap. So I'm going to let you work this row until you get to the end of it right here, and once you are here you are going to work into this, the very last double crochet, work your set of double crochets into this chain gap, and then here you work just a double crochet. Okay, so let me let you work this until the end, then when I get back I show you how we can work the next row, because the next row is where we are going to have that decrease that we need. Once at the end of your row, you said you're going to turn your work and work 3 slip stitches, okay, just to get you to the middle of this chain stitch. And then here you are going to chain 3 and work 1 double crochet into the chain gap, okay, then chain 2 into the chain 4, you work 1 single crochet, and then chain 2 into the middle of the set of double crochets, you work your set of double crochets. Okay, so that will show that we have worked a decrease on our sides, okay, as we approach the other side. See that? So that's the decrease I've been talking about. Now here you chain 2, work a single crochet, and then work your double crochets in the middle of the next set of double crochets of the previous row. So let me let you work this until you get to the end of your row. Just I'll show you what to do when you get here. Instead of working 4 double crochets into this very last the middle of the set of double crochets of the previous row, you are just going to work 2 double crochets into this. Okay, that's where I'm going to meet you and then show you what to do next. So I've come to the end of my row and I've finished to work my 2 double crochets in it. So here I'll chain 3 and turn my work. Like I said, we are working a decrease because I want that decrease for the V of the front. So into the middle of the next set of double crochets, we work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, all in the very same stitch. Yes, and then we are going to chain 4. So there is nothing that has changed. We are just repeating the very same stitches that we work. Just the difference is how you begin and end your row. And I'm going to let you work this row on your own until the end. So once you get to the end, you will do exactly what I showed you. After working your 4 double crochets into the middle of this, okay, you will yarn over twice and insert your hook into this very last the third chain stitch, like I showed you how to work that. So just do exactly that and I'll meet you at the end of your row. So I've finished to work my very last stitch, and here I'll turn my work and then work 3 slip stitches just to get me to the middle of my sets of double crochet. Okay, and here I'll chain 3, this acts as a stitch, and then work my second double crochet into the very same chain gap. Then here I'll chain 2 and work a single crochet into the chain 4 space, and then chain 2 again, work my set of double crochets right here. Okay, so now we have worked a decrease as well. What you are going to do at this point is you are going to work this row until the end of it right here. Yes, yeah, here, and into this you will work 2 double crochets. Yes, 2 double crochets into this instead of 4 double crochets. So just work this until you get to the end of it. Then when I come back, I'm going to show you what to do, because what we are going to do next is a little bit different from what we have been doing. Okay, so work your row until the end. Let me get back and show you what to do. So I finished my row, like you can see. Okay, and now I want to make that decrease for my breast. Okay, so I'm going to count all the stitches I have on both sides. This is my last row. Sorry, the dress is kind of long, so yeah, so I'm going to count all the the set of double crochets I have on both sides. So this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, and since I have 10, I'm going to divide 10 by 2. So I don't know which how many sets of double crochets you have given the size you are working for. Just count those and then mark the middle. So for me it is 10, and if I am to divide 10 by 2, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be the middle, and I should take this as the middle for my left breast, and then counting backwards, this should be the middle for my right there. So I'm just marking this so I can mark where my decrease has to start from. So like you can see, this is going to be the very last row in which I work. Okay, so what I do is, because now I'm working just one breast at a time, so to start off I'm going to chain 3. Remember, I'm still working my decrease here because I want this to come to the front, to converge to the front. So here I am going to work, yes, my 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, okay, and then I'm going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets into the next chain stitch. I know you already know how to do this, so I'm just going to be very fast until I get to the very last point here. So once you have chained 4 and you have gotten to this very last bit right here, this is what you are going to do. You are going to work into this like normally. Chain 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Okay, now our next row is where we are going to work a decrease on both sides. Sorry, turn our work and work 3 slip stitches. Chain 1, work 3 slip stitches, 1, 2 and 3. The third one must be into the chain gap. Okay, then here we chain 3 and then work 1 double crochet, chain 2, work a single crochet into the chain for space, and then chain 2, work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets, all in the very same stitch. You see that? So we have started to work our decrease, and here we do the same, chain 2, 1 single crochet, chain 2, and then work 4 double crochets. Chain 2, 1 single crochet, chain 2. This is our very last, this is our very last set of double crochets because this was the decrease on the previous row. So what we do here is we just work 2 double crochets to mark that decrease. So as you can see, our very first decrease here and the decrease here. See that? Yes. So we are going to move on to the next. Know what to do at this point. We just turn our work and chain 3, yarn over, skip all these, and then work into the next set of double crochets. So we work 2 double crochets and then chain 1, work 2 double crochets like that into the very same chain gap. Once we have that, we are going to chain 4, okay, and work our 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets into the next set of 4 double crochets of the previous row. See that? Now here we yarn over twice, just like you know how to do this, and you yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all. So you see that we have how many? Just 2 of these left. And here we are So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work your 3 slip stitches just so that you get into the middle of the chain stitch, the middle of the 4 double crochets, just like that. Now once there, you are going to chain 3 and then work 2 double crochets, okay, then chain 2, work 1 single crochet into this chain gap, and then chain 2, chain 2, and then into this very last, because this is our last set of double crochets, we work 2 double crochets. Hope you see that. So we are going to turn our work, because now this is more like the very last time we are decreasing. Turn your work, chain 3, turn your work. I'm going to yarn over, and into the 3rd double crochet on this previous side, I am going to work a double crochet. Let me just get it close. Okay, you see that? Chain 3, okay, because I want a thick strap or strand or whatever you may call that, I am going to work 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, and then lastly I work a double crochet into the 3rd chain stitch. Okay, so you see that? Turn my work, chain 3, and into the middle of these 2 double crochets that I worked, I am going to work a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet again, and then lastly I'll work a double crochet into the chain 3 that started the previous row. Okay, so just do this until you have the length of the strap that you want, because I want my strap to go all the way back. So as you can see, I have worked the very same thing that I worked on this side, and that's what I've worked on this side. That's what you should also do. And my strap was connected to the last row before we started working the decrease for our bust, okay, right there. And this is, I'm just going to show you how to attach it, just like this. My strap has 25 rows, so you can work either longer, more rows, or a longer strap if you wish, given how good it fits when you try it on. So I'm going to get my strap. Just make sure when you are attaching it, you're doing this on the inside, not on the outside. So I'll insert my hook right here and pull through this loop like this, then work a chain stitch, and then I'll just, you just place your single crochets where you see that they deserve to be, just to attach the 2, okay. And lastly, I'll work this one right there. So this is how it will look like. I have attached it. And here, okay, so this is how it looks like. And here I'm just going to be working the very last thing, that is to just get our borders fine. So I'll just get my hook into just the middle at the back like this. So you can just choose any border design that you wish. This is what I think I want to do on this one. Chain 3, work 2 double crochets into the very same gap, and now into the middle of the chain stitch right there, I'm going to work a single crochet, and then chain into this very same spot. We are going to work 2 double crochets, okay, and now into this chain gap we work a single crochet, chain 2, work 2 double crochets in the very same spot, and then skip these 2 stitches and work your single crochet into this gap. Okay, so you see what we are trying to make. And here we chain 2, work 2 double crochets in the very same gap. Okay, and now we skip this and work into this chain gap. We work a single crochet, chain 2, work 2 double crochets in the very same chain gap, and then into this joint right here we work a single crochet, chain 2, work 2 double crochets in the very same chain gap, and now into this chain gap we work a single crochet. So this is what you're going to do repeatedly all the way around. So I'm just going to get back and show you how mine looks like, but I believe now you know how to work your edges. If you're not comfortable with this kind of edge, you can just choose any other design for your edges. Please make sure that you also do the very same design just around these edges as well, okay? Just do the very same thing around all the edges, even this side. So let me get back and show you how it looks like. I have finished to work my borders. This is how they look like. Both sides. I have finished to work on both sides. And this is the back of my dress. Okay. Here I am going to get my, maybe it should be like a strap. I'm just going to pass it through anywhere, all the way to this point where my get this in out anywhere, just to get to that point where my straps get joined, get attached. So just find anywhere. You can make this go through this point. You actually can use your darning needle. Just in case the dress is big for someone, they can just pull the strings and tie them at the back. You will see what I am trying to mean when it is right on the dummy. So I'll call this the end of our project. Thank you so much for watching. Follow my social media handles at Nita Crochets on both Instagram and Facebook. Let me see you all in my next tutorial. Goodbye.